All right, you guys, so question of the day. If somebody threw these pile of electrical parts in your face and said, make some Chandi shit, would you know what to do? We did. So, big background in electrical engineering and stuff like that. So being able to design circuit boards and chips is something that we just do if we have to. We've been working on this Cummings R2.8 swap for the Delica, as you guys know. Big issue that we ran into is that we could not fit a specific PWM fan in the location that we needed to in order to make this particular engine cool with electric fans versus a mechanical fan on the front of the engine. Again, we didn't have space. So when we went to do that, we found that the PWM signal is totally screwy with the ECM that comes out of the Cummins motor. So basically what happens is it's a dropping PWM 12 volt signal. So when the fans are commanded to low, that signal comes in at an average linear voltage of 7 volts. And as the fans are requested to a high mode, the average linear voltage drops to 5 volts. So when you're trying to power a relay, what'll happen is a standard 12 volt relay won't even turn on. And then if you go get yourself a 6 volt relay, because of the PWM pulses, PWM is pulse modular width, so that means that you're taking 12 volt square wave signal and you're going on. And each one of those pulses gives you a linear voltage, like I said, approximately between 5 and 7 volts for this particular application. Well, we needed to have 12 volts continuous in order to feed a relay that is our fan control relay. The only way that we were able to do that after doing a ton of research online, purchasing several modules, and really looking at their systems and realizing all of them do it the opposite of what we need them to do. Well, I said, okay, time to bust out some circuit board stuff and make this component. So what this is going to be, doesn't look like a whole lot because I just got the pieces and I was kind of showing you what's up. Here's a board slightly assembled like that, and then it's going to have 2 heat sinks down on the bottom. And then that is going to be fully encased in an epoxy gel coating. And you're going to have 4 wires that come out of this module. The 4 wires are going to be pulse module width input from the CAN bus out of the ECM for the Cummins motor. You're going to have 12 volt switched input. You're going to have a ground input. And then you're going to have a 12 volt continuous hot output. So you're going to go from a PWM input with average linear voltage between 7 volts down to, again, decreasing voltage PWM down to 5 volts, but still be able to have a continuous 12 volt switched output to be able to run your fan relay. So this little chip right here is going to make it to where it'll be plug and play to go directly in line between a PWM and your fan control relay, which is going to be your high load circuit relay, 30 amp controlled relay. This is going to be all low amperage, so this is going to be rated for about 5 amps maximum, but that's really because it's only dealing with ECM control signals, and those control signals are now allowing it to activate a high amperage relay. So this is what we're going to be coming out with. Again, if you guys have a Cummins R2.8, it doesn't only work in a Delica, it works with any Cummins R2.8 swap anywhere that you cannot use a standard PWM fan and you have to use an analog 12 volt control fan. We're going to be offering chips, so we got enough to be able to make 10 of them right out of the gate. If you guys are looking for something like this, feel free to contact us. We'll make one custom for you. I'll have 10 of them pre-made, ready to go to ship out, because this is going to be a common problem as these Cummins motors are getting very, very popular in the swap world, and not everybody can package what is required for that specific engine in order for it to run and cool properly. So, outside of the box thinking, that's what we're here for. Custom F and Customs. Everything we do, fucking custom. Alright, you guys, so epoxied up and finalized all the computer components that we made for this PWM controller is now finalized. So this is how you'd be getting it from us. Heat sinks installed, pre-epoxy. It's got an LED light in there so you know that it's operational, and then you're gonna have your 4 leads that come out: power, ground, PWM in, and then analog 12 volts output. So these are gonna be our modules that we're gonna be offering right here at Custom F and Customs. Glad to be able to offer something like this for the brand new Cummings R2.8. If anybody's doing any swaps in their cars and you can't run a PWM fan, this is for an analog 12 volt output for a standard motorized fan.